ain't me, then who? I'm far from perfect, but perfect for you. I know that you won't, and I want you too. So let's.
Hey everybody, it's new with me, Shay. How y'all feeling? Today I'm doing something a little different. So y'all know how I be talking about like my production team and how I'm finna get things flowing throughout the year and stuff like that. So today I'm gonna show y'all like how I make scripts and how I come up with them on this piece of paper right here. I had wrote down like a title, I got like a description, and then I got characters' names, I got romance, I got sad, and then I got drama and action for the genre. So basically, I'm finna come up with like using the same title, the same names. I'm finna come up with a sad script. I'm gonna come up with a drama and action script, and then I'm gonna come up with a romance. But it's gonna be all with the same title, all with the same names, and I'm gonna show y'all like how I do stuff. You feeling like how my creative mind work and stuff like that. So like, comment, subscribe on this video, and let's get right into it. So the title of this script I'm about to make is gonna call Flowers in the Sun. So that's the title. The title is Flowers in the Sun. So first, the characters' names is gonna be Akia, Dejan, Tierra, and Thomas. And basically, I'm gonna put in words of what represents this title in a person's life. So we're gonna start with romance, like girl meets boy, boy meets girl. You know, that's basic. So let's see. So we're doing romance, and it's flowers. Wait. And the sun. The genre is romance. The description is girl meets boy. Okay, so let me see. The names, Akia, Dejan, we're gonna do Tierra, and then Thomas. So these are the names for Flowers in the Sun, and it's a romance. So basically, if it's girl meets boy, so it's gonna be something like I could be more like scripted. I do basically the names with it. I'm gonna show y'all. So for Kia, I'm gonna say like waking up in the morning, the sun is just shining, the flowers is just blooming, Akia gets up, gets dressed, make a cup of coffee, Okay, sorry. So, okay, so we're gonna do a romance, and this girl meets boy. It's flowers in the sun. The characters are Kia, Dejan, Tierra, and Thomas. The first part, so how I do it, I write kind of a description, but then I also say like what they doing during the day. So like when you going into the film, you'll know to like, oh, get up. This is my part to get up and take a shower and get dressed, and then this is my part to, you know, and then when it come down to you talking, it'll also like your name, and then it'll say what you're saying. So like I got a Kia waking up in the morning, the sun is shining, flowers blooming, and then she gets up, gets dressed, and then gets a cup of coffee. Then her next door neighbor, Tierra, she's gonna introduce her. She gonna like basically say like good morning. So Tierra is gonna be like, hey girl, it's such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day today. How you feeling? You know, and then she gonna be like, I'm feeling well, and you feel me? You know how people be. So she gonna be like, great, my cousin coming to town today, and I feel like things are gonna be pretty exciting for myself. And then she gonna be like, Akia, she's gonna say, that's great. And then Tierra, she's gonna be like, yeah, would you like to join us for lunch? And then she gonna be like, yeah, sure. And then, you know, they set up a lunch date, and then Tierra, she gonna be like, hey, Akia, this is my cousin Dejan. And then Dejan be like, hey, nice to meet you, you feel me? And, you know, they have an instant connection right off the, you know, the first meet type stuff. And then it just go from there. And then when you want to like add a little twist to it, you could be like, I don't want to get too much in a drama part, so you can more so be like, let's say Tierra, her husband is Thomas, because you know Thomas got to play a part too. So Thomas could be like a overstressed man who work and just come home and complain and stuff like that. So sometimes when you think about like flowers in the sun, you think about like a breath of fresh air, like you want to breathe, you want to be free. So maybe she going through something where she feel like she need to finally free herself, you know. So it can make a turn and something like that. So like Akia meets somebody, and then Tierra feel like she need to let loose and breathe, and then towards the end you do like another little plot twist to where, you know, things change for the better of both of them. So that's how I do that. So now we're gonna do like, let's see, we're gonna keep the same names, keep the same title, and we're gonna do like something sad. So it's gonna be like a sad genre. So flowers in the sun. I keep doing it. Flowers in the sun. The characters is Akia, Dejan, Tierra, and Thomas. So this is a sad drama. So let me see what I put for the description for that, because I write little notes for myself when I think about stuff off the bat. So the description I made for this was like a family member, they gonna be sick, or they gonna be sick and wanna go on some type of adventure. So this flowers in the sun, and let's say Kiera, Akia, she is coming back in town. I'm not gonna like try not to be so long trying to write a script. So Akia, she's coming back in town, visiting her hometown, and she's coming to see Tierra because it's been a minute since they talked. They want to catch up, you know, stuff like that. So when they finally meet up, Tierra, she's gonna, you know, they're gonna go out, grab something to eat, talk, and Tierra gonna initiate that she wanna host some type of dinner and a get together, or they wanna go on some type of adventure, do some stuff they ain't do before, and then like just before like while they having so much fun, she gonna break the news and be like, oh, I'm really sick, and you know, I just wanted to have this experience with you because, like, you mean a lot to me. You impacted me when I was younger, and this is what made me come back home. You know, I really don't like home, but I came back for you. But the reason I wanted to I wanted you back. Wait. So, initially, right, Kia, she wanted to come back home because she really don't like home, but she came back for Tierra only to find out like Tierra is sick, and you know it's gonna be heartbreaking. But once she find out like she's sick, she gonna make up for her little wish, her last wish, which is to have a good time with her, you know, her friend from childhood. You feel me? Like some people like those type of bonds. So yeah, like you will make some twists and turns with that and do it so we're like, okay, so let's see. Yeah, they go on an adventure and stuff like that, and John and Thomas, they the neighborhood boys, they grew up with them. So when she called everybody, it's like a reunion, a reunited reunion. So everybody wake up, and then she just let them know like, oh, I'm sick, and you know, let's just have fun. They have a good time together, and you know, eventually, when you do some stuff, be doing process because it be like expected for you to think like, oh, at the end she gonna die. You feel me? So at the end she won't die. You feel me? Like for me, like she won't die at the end. It'll just be like, you know, she needed that to give her some energy to stay strong and do better and, you know, make something of her life other than just letting it go to waste because she feel like she got some sad news that she gonna get sick. So, you know, so you make it so weird like, oh, you know, she went out, she did something better, she stayed positive, so she still lived at the end. And, you know, everybody was closer, the bond was closer, they checked up on each other, made sure each other was good, you know, and that's how I would make it in my script. So, you know, not always necessarily like, oh, just because it started sad, it don't have to end sad. You know, you want to make people smile. You want to, because I'm the type, like, I'm very emotional. Like, I will sit and watch any movie with too much emotion. It could be a comedy, they got a little small sad part. It could be any type of film, romance, whatever. If it's too much emotion, I would really get sad and start crying from the TV. Like, you'll be like, girl, you ain't never crying. And I'll be really crying, like, because I be knowing, like, well, yeah, just because it started sad, it do not have to end sad. So that's how I would do something like that. And now we're going to do drama and action. Same title, same people, and I'm going to come up with a script for this. So, flowers in the sun. I keep doing it. I keep putting follow, and then I turn it to flowers. Flowers in the sun. Same characters. Akia. Dejan. Tierra. Thomas. So this is the drama and action. So because it's like flowers in the sun, you want to give me some type of spice. So for me, what I got for description is gonna be like, this man, he be good when it comes to like dating women. He can get any woman he wants. Dejan could get any woman he want, right? So he could just pull them. But it was a twist to when he pulled them women. Like he'll go out and give a woman a rose. A rose, like it'll be blue, it'll be green, and y'all know, I don't know if y'all know, but I'm like more into colors and stuff like that, and I feel like blue is for truth. So you get somebody like a blue or you know, some type of rose, they'll fall for you. You know, I mean, not fall for you, I'm sorry, I'm off topic, but they'll tell you the truth. Like you wear blue around somebody, or you get somebody something blue, they will realize tell you the truth, or you some type of way the truth gonna come out around them because you setting the attentions to wear something blue so they can be truthful. But yeah, always be mindful that sometimes people don't like what they hear, they don't like the truth, so you gotta also be careful for what you ask for because sometimes people don't like the truth. But yeah, so in this little spin twist, he gonna be using like roses to talk to women, but it's gonna be like he hypnotizing these women with these roses, right? So it's flowers in the sun. When he dated women, he get them a red rose, and you know, red is for passion, it's for love and stuff like that. So he get them a red rose, and automatically off the back, they be wanting him, they be all over him, they be, you know, throwing their stuff on him, and he like the man around the town, because that's the intentions he said. And he like every time he meets somebody, it could be a group of women, they all gonna still follow him, even if they friends. You feel me? So now he doing this, he giving them roses and stuff like that. So he gonna meet Akia, right? Until he meet Akia, because you feel me, like, no, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna give y'all a little side note before I say this. So initially, before I came like more spiritual, I didn't really want to talk to spiritual men, because I feel like, I don't feel like men are weak at all, and I feel like men who know what they doing, like they can be more stronger than the female, and they is, like, I'm not saying, like, you know. So in a way, I was kind of like skeptical of dating men that I knew was spiritual, because I feel like it'll be more of a control over my life being with somebody who, you know, who in that type of lifestyle. But then I had to realize, like, you know, like, we all on one accord, y'all in line, stuff is just so much better in life, and you feel me, like, y'all get each other. It's better when y'all get each other than when somebody, because at first that's how it was. I would rather date somebody who is just now becoming spiritual and is still learning their way than to talk to somebody who's already spiritual, know what they doing, know their intentions, know who they is, who they want you to see them as and stuff like that. So they'll carry themselves that way and use themselves that way, even if they with you. Like, y'all might not be aligned right away, y'all might have a connection, but if that person is like stuck in only solely their ways, they will still treat you how they would treat everybody else, and how they like, even if they are good. Like, some people can be good, they can have good intentions, but how they carry themselves, they not used to sharing the way they carry themselves with another person. So they will treat you how they would treat everybody else, basically, you know, like, not as a person, but like as people coming crossing paths with them, like, oh, so I gotta, you know, like, some people don't think for as a whole with somebody, they think for themselves, they think individually, because they feel like, oh, it's just me in this world, I gotta think for myself, you feel me? So that's how some people carry themselves, which is why I was more skeptical of dating people like that. So yeah, now I'm like, you know, I'm here, and, you know, ain't shit to fear. So but yeah, okay, so it's sad, I'm sorry. So yeah, he get these women these roses, they instantly fall for him, and they be hypnotizing, he be hypnotizing the ladies, they be all for this, they be all for Dejan. And until you meet Akia, like, Akia, she was one of them women, like, she was on her thing. So let's say Dejan, let's say Akia is a party girl. He walk in a club, right? Dejan walks in the club. He already got these flowers on him like a magician pulling out rabbits out the hat. You feel me? So he walk in the club. He instantly spot Akia, cause she look new. Like, where you? I see all these women around here. I talk to all these women around here. I never seen you before. So who are you? You feel me? So he interested in Akia, and instantly he try to hand, let's say Dejan tries to hand Akia a flower, a rose, Akia a red rose, Akia instantly decline it. Instantly. I don't want that. Instantly decline the rose, baby. She declined that rose. I don't want it. Which, you know, some men like to chase. Some men feel like when a female tell him no, that it's a challenge, right? So he gonna get her this rose. She gonna decline it. So he gonna try his hardest to go out his way, like, eventually, like, let's say, like, Akia, she know what's going on, so she stopped, let's say she stopped going to the club and started going to other places, and he been looking for her, trying to wonder where she at, and he finally pop up and see her again. So he tried a different approach and be like, how you doing? And then, you know, she introduced herself like, I'm Akia, and he like, I'm Dejan. So, you know, they have a conversation, and he asked her like, why you want to take the flower? And then she was like, you know, you don't really know me. What you know, give me flowers for? Do you hand out flowers to everybody you meet type shit? You know, like, do you hand out flowers to everybody you meet? You know, man be like, no, not really. I just, you know, I'm a man, I'm a gentleman, so I like to treat women the old way and open the door and hand them flowers and stuff, like, you know, trying to spit a good game so she could feel like, oh, you know, he one of those type of men, right? You know, some men, they do portray that role, but some people are like, they good at hiding behind masks. Cause so they can act like that type of way just to get you, you know, going and feeling like they really about what they say they about, when they really trying to have you all over them. You know, have you hypnotized and doing what they want you to do, but not what you want to do with them. You feel me? Or without them. You feel me? So, yeah, so he get his girl, he asked her like, why you declined the rose? And she gonna be like, because we don't really know each other. Like, I feel like that should be something down the line. Like, once you figure out at least my name, then you can, you know, hand me flowers if, you know, if it's one of them type of things. But you just walking up to people and handing them flowers, that's kind of weird. And y'all know, people be like, a while ago, my auntie used to tell me and my cousin, like, don't be taking on them perfumes, because people used to sell perfumes in the hood. They used to sell them like on the street and stuff. So she used to tell us like, don't be just smelling none of that perfume because y'all fall out. And you know, people take out and stuff like that. So, you know, people just walking up give you a flower, that's kind of weird. You feel me? So, yeah, you would think like they put something in there, want you to smell it, you fall out. So that is kind of weird. So I would see where kids come from. Like, you don't even know my name. You feel me? Like, and that's one thing about me. I know how to fall into character real fast. Like, once you give me a name, once you give me a title, and I'm that person, then I'm that person. You feel me? I put myself in the character's role, and that's how you really ace all the acting stuff. You gotta feel like, oh, is this what would you do in this situation when you acting like, oh, but I really. If somebody walked up to me, gave me a flower, would I instantly take the flower, and would I wouldn't? You feel me? Like, just because, like, what if you was the type of person who never received flowers, and finally somebody walked up to you and gave you a flower? Like, is you gonna take the flower, or you gonna feel cautious? You feel me? Like, some stuff could be good, but some stuff could be like, just because you never experienced it, don't mean you gotta fall to your knees and kiss nobody but because you never experienced that. And now you finally experienced it, and you gotta, you know, like, make sure it don't never leave you, because then that's the type of stuff you start settling for less for, and feeling like, oh, yeah, like, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep it. You feel me? Like, and that don't be like that naturally genuine, because it's like, it's from a place of, I feel like, insecurity. And I know I'm like talking in between, but I want y'all to like feel how I think about stuff. So it's like it's from a place of insecurity. Like, when people feel like they ain't never really have no real relationship, and they finally get a relationship they feel like is real, they gonna do what they gotta do to keep that relationship, even if it's like not a good relationship. You know, love is blind sometimes. So even if it's like not a good relationship, they gonna feel like, oh, I gotta step out my way to do this, because this the type of person that I need, and I need them in my life, because they hear, I don't even want to be alone. Sometimes I don't like sleeping in bed by myself. Like, I'm not talking about me, but I'm just saying, like, this is how some people think. Like, I don't like sleeping there. So somebody is better than nobody, and they treating me right, so I might as well keep them. And, you know, like, stuff like that kind of hold you back. So you gotta be smart. Like, just because somebody give you a flower because you never had flowers before, don't mean you gotta, you know, all this stuff, like, jump first. Like, oh, it's a flower, let me take it. You feel me? Like, sometimes it can be a little something in that flower. Now you up here tripping about this man, and you don't even know what his end goal is to why he giving all these women these flowers. You feel me? So yeah, she declined that flower. A kid say, no, you don't even know my name. And Dejan just like, okay, this is like a challenge. You feel me? So we're going to switch it up. Because Dejan, because Akia already know what type of time Dejan is on, we gonna switch it around. Like, after a while, he gonna meet up with her somewhere else after she been like avoiding him, and They gonna see each other like 3 more times after that, and she gonna give him a flower, and we gonna see if he take it. So let's say she gave him a blue flower, right? Akia gives Dejan a blue flower. And every time, like, okay, so let's say Akia gave Dejan a blue flower, and then Dejan just sat there stuck. He just like, he want her to be comfortable enough to take his flowers, so he gonna take hers just to make her feel like, you feel me, like it's cool to accept flowers. But he don't know Akia is the same way he is. You feel me? Like she know what's up. So she give him a blue flower, and out of nowhere he just get to saying like Akia, I feel like you different, like for some reason. Like he just get to, don't you know how they say, if you be quiet and listen to a person talk, they tell you everything they want, their intentions, how they feel about you, and everything like that. So that time just get to spinning like, Akia, like, girl, you different. I like you. I'm sorry, like I have a hard time being committed to somebody. So usually when I date, I talk to people, like I talk to a lot of women, and I really like you. Like I feel like we have an instant connection. So I'm gonna just be honest and say my intentions up front. Like I usually give women flowers because I want them to feel where I'm coming to them. I want them to feel me, so I give them flowers. They fall for me and stuff like that. But I feel like I don't want to be that way with you. I want to be different. And then a kid just looking like, Ninja, Ninja, you crazy, like you crazy. So because this flower's in the sun, we gonna say, she gonna say he crazy, and then Akia gonna come up with some type of excuse to leave the situation. So she gonna get a phone call from Tierra, and Tierra gonna hit the line like, ring, hello. She get this phone call from Tierra. Oh, I gotta go. We can wrap this up. We'll meet some other time if we run across each other. Because at this point, they still don't even have each other's numbers. They just walk up to each other. They see each other around. Every time they see each other, they talk. And that's how it's been. You feel me? Like, people who move like that, like, they still haven't even got each other's, well, they got each other's name, but they don't have each other's numbers. Like, they haven't even got that far. So she gonna be like, oh, I have to go. I'm gonna get up with you another day and we can finish this off if that's what's the case, right? So Tierra saved the bell. You feel me? Tierra saved the bell. This time write my script, y'all. Tierra saved the bell. So let's see. Tierra, she saved the bell. They talked. She's like, girl, I love that you call me, because, these men out here is wild. So, Tierra, we gonna say, Tierra be like, girl, we got a meeting at the group, because they do these type of group meets. Her and her friends, they do these group meets. We got a meeting at the group, and we want you to, like, it's the times change and stuff like that. So she go there, and let me see, so I can stay on topic. So it's a drama and action. So like, yeah, we gotta move in. We gotta meet in. The times change, so be here around this time. She be like, okay. So we gonna give y'all a little side of Tierra, because who is Tierra? You feel me? So we gonna give Akia a break, and let's say Tierra, she meet up with Akia. They have a conversation like, yeah, girl, how you doing? How you feeling? Then Akia get to telling her about this man, who basically trying to talk to her. He gave her roses and stuff like that. But Kiara, she was listening, but she wasn't really listening. And then Kiara gonna say something like, I know somebody who used to really be like that. You feel me? Like, not with the roses, but she met somebody who was that type of, like how do you, that aggressive when it came to dating. So long story short, Tiara, she gonna know who the person is, and she gonna warn her friend, like, girl, you better stay away from him, because this man, he be tapping the stuff and standing to women, giving them gifts. And see, now Flowers in the Sun is gonna turn into something, because it's the drama and the action. So it's gonna be like, he be giving these women gifts and stuff like that. You take the gift and he get to stalk you, and being weird and stuff like that. So she gonna be aware of that, and they gonna try to make like some type of plot twist on him, and eventually she gonna give him, let's say like Akia give Dejan her number and stuff like that. They get to talking, she finally see where he live at and stuff like that, but she don't take nothing from him. Like throughout the whole part of her knowing who he is, his intentions like that, she ain't gonna take nothing from him. But she did give him a rose so she can know the truth about what he was saying. So at that point, she was on her piece kills. You feel me? She was on her stuff. She was being aware. So yeah, so I'm sorry. So let's see, who yet? So she gave him her number. She find out where he stay at, and let's say they was being nosy and put some type of book or camera up in his house, and they listened to what he was saying, what he was doing, and he was on the phone with his friend Thomas. See, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. So Dejan on the phone with Thomas, letting him know, like, yeah, I got another female. She kind of hard, like she kind of hard to pull over. Everybody else was like easy to get to, but she won't take none of my flowers. I tried to give her like a different flower. Like I tried to give her a different gift. She didn't want to take none of my gifts and stuff like that. So they listened to everything she telling to Dejan, and then let's like put a twist to it. Let's say Dejan and Thomas was coming up with this plan to, like run into females that they feel like, y'all ever, let me see, like, I'm trying to see how to put this. So let's say Dejan and Thomas they usually meet females, let's say, to use them, let's say use them for their kindness, or let's try to say like, let's say use them for their energy. Skip it. We on the energy. Let's say these men be running to these females, like use them for their energy, and the reason like they need energy from, like, they feel like they skin glow more. Let's say that. Let's say, don't y'all know how they do the tales of the witches? Like they eat babies so they can stay looking young and stuff like that. So let's say Dejan and Thomas, they take these women's energy so that they can stay feeling powerful, stay feeling glow, like stay, because some people, they be feeling like they really like, I don't know if y'all in the spiritual world, but some people feel like, when you in the midst of finding yourself, you want people to call you a certain name. You want them to approach you a certain way. And I'm not saying people not, guys. Like, that's what you call yourself. That you call yourself. You call yourself a king. You call yourself a king. But some people feel like they want certain people to worship them. So they walk their own path of doing this type of way. So, let's say, so yeah, they take these women energies to feel more powerful, to, to be more tapped into who they is as a person. So Tiara and Akia just listened to the whole thing, and they just like, oh, we finna come up with a plan, because they got us messed up. They're not finna come at us like this. So they come up with a plan too. So while Dejan and Akia coming up with this plan, I said Dejan and Akia, while Dejan and Thomas coming up with this plan to get Akia to finally like submit and be all for him and take his gifts so he could take her energy, Akia and Tiara is gonna come up with a plan to make it backfire, like, no, take your nasty energy and, you know, they're gonna make it a way so they can send all them women back their energies and they can be back to their natural self. Because you feel me, like, they is all hypnotized by the roses that he gave them. So it's gonna be like they breaking cycles. You feel me? They breaking cycles. So Kia and Tierra gonna break the cycles. They gonna figure out a way to make it so weird, like they gonna make it to a place so where, like, once they figured out a plan, they make it backfire on them. Then after a while, all the women, they gonna get their energy back, and they gonna, you feel me, they gonna be back to who they is as a person. They gonna learn that, like, don't take everything from everybody. So that's pretty much how I do that. So yeah, like, give me a title, give me some names, give me a description, and baby, I come up with whole scripts, like, off the dome. Like, please stop playing with her. She's one of those. Like, she's one of those. Like, no, but if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I can give y'all some more, you know, like, gems if you feel like they helped you. But yeah, like this video, subscribe. I'm trying to be more consistent, y'all. Like, I'm gonna try to make a video every day. It don't matter what I'm doing. If I'm just walking, I'm gonna tell y'all how I walk, like how it feel when I walk. No, seriously, like, I feel like, because YouTube is part of, you know, this part of the brand, it's part of the business. So I gotta make it sure where I'm showing my YouTube some love too. So y'all, please subscribe, please like the video, please comment if you will. And